You ready, boo? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay,
Is your name
I can still hear that other guy talking. It's like a delay.
Maybe it's a delay.
Yeah,
He's not on anymore.
okay, I hear it now. Okay.
Is your name Teresa?
It's Teresa, but you can call me Teresa. I go by
I'll
both.
try it. It's Teresa. Is how you say it?
Yes.
Teresa?
Teresa, yes. Yes.
Teresa, where you coming from, love?
Originally from Memphis, but I live in the DMV, Washington, D.C. area right now.
Okay. How old are you, mama?
I'm 51.
Okay, 51. What's your zodiac sign?
I don't even go by zodiac sign, but I'll just say my birthday is November 22nd.
Okay, it's fine if you don't believe in zodiacs. Do you have any kids?
Yes, I have a 26-year-old son and a 17-year-old daughter.
Okay. Both by the same man?
No, my husband, the first one is by my husband, and my second child is, I dated him for 3 years. We never got married though.
Okay. And so Teresa, DMV, 51, 20, mine and two children, married once. And what do you do for a living?
I'm an attorney for the government and I own my own veterans consulting business.
So attorney for the government, and you own your own veteran government business?
No, veteran consulting business.
Veteran consulting business. Okay. And I think I got it all. So Teresa, 51, DMV area, minor two, married once, attorney for the government, and owns her own veteran consulting business. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Okay, so I kind of 5'8", so I'm kind of tall, for a little bit more than average. I like a tall guy. But I would love someone who, number one, has a personal relationship with God, that they have a prayer life, that they are able to pray over the relationship, not just me praying for the relationship, that we pray together. That's number one. He's got to have a sense of humor because if he looks at my IG page, I have this character I play that's called Uncle Frankie. And Uncle Frankie has a way of doing Bible studies that's kind of comical. So I have a
You
kind of
have a
funny sense of humor.
wait, hold on. You play a character on Instagram?
Yeah, I'm an amateur. I do stand up comedy too. Aside from
Oh,
being
okay.
an attorney, it's a hobby
So
though.
you're
It's a
attorney for the
hobby.
government. You're attorney for the government and a stand-up comedian?
I'm an amateur stand up comedian. Yeah, I've done DC Improv in November last year.
Okay. So what did you say about that? How did we get there? What did you say about that again?
On doing comedy because I started doing this character called Uncle Frankie. It's me with a beard and mustache and afro and gold teeth. And Uncle Frankie takes Bible takes Bible scriptures, he kind of flips them on end and makes them into the funny scriptures. It's real biblical verses, it's Bible verses, but I turn them into kind of funny stuff.
So you want a man that has a sense of humor.
Oh, he's got to have a sense of humor.
Okay. Okay. Keep going. What else do you desire?
Um, I prefer 60s above because I'm tall. I love if he would be able to be a genuinely caring person. I have left a date before when the guy is rude to a server because if you're rude to the server, you're going to eventually be rude to me. That's just in your nature. Respectful of anybody, not too high on the high horse. You know, I don't care what your job is as long as you're good at what you do. You don't have to make a certain income because I know that's one of the questions. If you're able to take care of the things you want and the things you need without sacrificing and struggling, then that's good.
Okay. So that was one of your deal breakers.
I have a list of deal breakers.
Okay, let's get to the deal breakers.
Okay, deal breaker. If you can effectively communicate your feelings in a positive way, that's a deal breaker. Meaning, even when we disagree, you need to be able to positively or communicate that you don't agree with me without screaming and yelling. every disagreement doesn't have to be an argument. I already said that no personal relationship with Jesus Christ is a deal breaker. Being rude, talking crap about your exes. If you do that, you're gonna end up doing that to me too. That just shows me the kind of person you are. You don't. You were with the person. You chose to be with that person, not talking about them. But that was your choice. So don't come talk to me about how much you hate your exes, how much they're jokes. Okay. So smoking cigarettes or weed, that's a no. Um, refusing um, refusing to heal from your childhood traumas when you know that your traumas from childhood are why you have relationship issues. If you're willing to address them, confront them, and heal from them, we can work through it together. But if you don't blame everybody else for all your problems, you're not ready. You're not ready. You can't be unemployed. Now that's different than being retired or being a business owner. Because being a business owner, you're not unemployed. You own your own business. Being retired, you're not unemployed. You're retired. But if you don't have a job at all, so sorry, Charlie. Me no can do. No. I already said no sense of humor. That's a no go.
Okay. What about now? You already mentioned how tall are you, Tyree?
5'8".
Teresa.
I
You're
think.
5'8". So
You
you
can say
mentioned tall.
Teresa. It's okay. I, yeah, you can say
Okay.
Teresa. It's okay.
Doesn't mean have to look a certain way.
He has got to have nice teeth. He does not have to, look at this. But these right here, they have to look right. They have to look right. Yeah,
Okay, so you gotta have nice teeth. What
yeah.
about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
As I said before, not necessarily. If you're able to comfortably pay all your bills, take care of yourself, and then if you want to do something nice for me, you don't have to work like 5 million hours of overtime to do something nice. You can take trips, you can do things like that. So that's it.
Okay. All right.
There's still like an
Let's
echo. I still hear an echo.
I don't hear one.
Okay.
Do you have me on in two places?
I'm sorry.
Do you have it on like the television or two devices?
This is
Okay.
my first time doing this, so I might have it in the background on my phone. I only have one. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. But I can deal with it.
Let's do
I'll just listen slowly.
okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. Yeah, this is my art room, so there's some art in the background. Just ignore that. And put the camera on here. Okay.
Okay, looks like you're in good shape. All right. Okay. We see you, girl. You look good. You you look good. Come back to the phone, honey.
Okay.
You always can tell when people know they look good. They do the Kendra Camp extra long. So we got Teresa, DMV. Do you want to be in the DMV area?
I prefer that. I mean, I'm retired from an airline, but I'm not trying to use my airline benefits. If you are far away, I need you to make the effort to get to me. That's
Okay.
that's the choice you make.
You
If
have to
you know
wait. You
where
said
I
what?
am, you make that choice.
If he, hold on. You said if he's far away. What'd you say?
I have retired from United Airlines, so I have flight benefits, but I don't want you to depend on those benefits to come see me because if you know where I am and you're far away, that means you have chosen to make the effort to come see me.
Okay. So if he's far away, he has to be willing to come fly to you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You're 51. What's the age range you would date?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
What's the age range you would date? You're 51.
I think 48 to 61, somewhere around there.
Okay. All right, boo. Did I ask you when was your last relationship?
December 2020. I was engaged and it didn't work out.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
November 2020.
2020. So 4 years ago almost.
Yeah, I don't do randoms or casual hookups. I don't do that. I mean, I'm a Christian. I believe in what's supposed to happen, what's not supposed to happen in a relationship. So I'm not looking to date just to date. I'm looking to date to be married because that's the goal.
So are you also not gonna have sex until you're married?
That is the preference. That is the preference. Yeah.
Okay. So the preference is not to have sex until you're married. And your age
Yes.
range again is 58, excuse me, 48. So what age range you want to date?
61. I'll do 61. I'll do 10 years older, 61.
Okay. So the goal is celibacy until marriage. What are three flaws you have to work on?
Um, did write these down too. I I need to work on patience because I have kind of zero time for BS. Like I said, I got up in the middle of a date and just like this is over. You don't need to have a second date. I don't need to call you again. I just like so need to work on getting a poker face because a lot of times when people say stuff, my face will say what I'm thinking before my mouth will say anything. So I have to work on that. That's something I really need to work on. Um, and making healthier food choices. It's not really, you know, crucial one, but to help be at my age at 51, making healthier food choices because I'm from the South. I'm from Memphis. You had a lady out here from Memphis one time that said she had a speech and she that's just how people from Memphis talk. That is not true. I grew up in Memphis. No, ma'am. No, sir. She lied. That is not how people from Memphis talk. Some of us know how to make a subject and verb agree. But anyway, I digress. I just see, I love like macaroni and cheese, dressing, and I can cook. So the problem is, I cook like I'm from the South, eat like I'm from the South, but my metabolism is not from the South anymore. It has not, it has slowed down. So I have to watch what I eat now so that I can be healthy.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Yeah, I wrote that down too. Um, Loyalty, I'm almost loyal to a fault until I recognize BS. I'm very supportive. If you have a dream, if you have a goal that you want to reach, if you want to open your own business, because I'm an attorney, I know how to set up the contracts and do policies and things like that and set up business. So I can help you get to where you want to be, but you got to want it more than I want it for you. So, although I'm independent, I can be submissive in a sense that not like I'm not gonna let you walk over me, but I will let you lead. You can lead. I prefer a man to lead spiritually, financially, emotionally, but you need to be a leader, not be a follower. I'm not looking for your pocket. 'Cause that's not because I got pockets of my own. But I will expect you to be the man that I would like you to be. If you want to show chivalry, and if you want to be the leader, show me the leader. Do those things that leaders do.
Okay. Okay. Let's do it. So we got Teresa, DMV 51, mom to two. She is attorney for the government, a veteran consultant. She has her own veteran consultant business, also a amateur stand-up comedian. Wants a man with good sense of humor. Also, goal is to be celibate until marriage. She's seeking marriage again. She was married before. All right, baby girl, how can the guy reach out to you?
On Instagram, and P Ford, PFORD underscore ATTY, the abbreviation for an attorney. Um, TikTok, I'm not on a whole lot,
No, you
but
only can give
I
out
have
one
a
social.
Facebook also.
Teresa, just one social media, honey, just one.
Oh, just okay, Instagram.
Okay, I have some questions for you before you go. Okay.
Okay.
Um, the king of Joe Overt, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, said, question: How can, how come you have a list of deal breakers but not a list of flaws about yourself that you need to work on? Question number two: Would you date a man who is financially celibate?
Financially celibate? What does that mean?
I
I don't
guess
even
what
know
men
how
are
to answer
saying,
that.
I can answer that. Well, let me explain to you what it is, and then you can answer it. You know how you said you're celibate until marriage? Like you don't want to have sex until you're with your husband?
Okay.
Some men feel as though women want to get wife treatment, as in the way they spend their money, which would be the way they would spend their money on their wife,
Oh well,
opposed
he's
to
not
a
the one
woman
for
that's
me. He's
dating.
not. He's no, no. He can't be financially celibate. The first question about the list of deal breakers, you asked me for three flaws. I have more flaws. You only asked me for three.
Did you give me all three?
Yes. hmm
Okay.
Patience. Need to work on my patience with people. My poker face. I got to learn to control it. Control my tongue. And I got to learn to be a leader. Those are the three things I need to work on. Patience. Need to work on my patience with people. My poker face. I got to learn to control it. Control my tongue. And I got to learn to be a leader. Those are the three things I need to work on. the effects my face make before my words come out of my mouth. I said making healthier eating habits, healthier choices with my food.
Okay. And for clarity, he cannot be financially celibate.
He cannot be financially celibate. I don't know if you're going to be compatible with me if you're going to hold back and not release. No, that's not somebody I would be interested in.
Okay.
That's
Just
celibate. He's not.
let's just have the
That's not even
say it
going to
again.
go to.
Say it again.
Celibate to me is not having sex, not engaging in intercourse. So if your pockets are having intercourse, that I don't even understand that. I get what you're
Let me
saying.
okay,
The
hold
person
on,
saying
hold
not
on.
financially celibate.
Teresa, let me explain to you because you say you don't understand it. So, rightfully so, you're saying you will date a man, but sex is not an option unless he becomes your husband, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
that is the plan. Yes.
That is the
Now
plan.
I'm going to
Okay.
try my
Now,
best to stick to that plan, but that's the plan.
okay. Now, as we know, most men are expected to be the providers, to be the courtship, to spend their money. So men are expected to take you out on dates and to pay on the dates. Men are expected to invest in you financially in hopes of maybe it will go to the next step. So what he's trying to imply, since you don't want to have sex, would you date a man who does not want to spend money on you because he's practicing financial celibacy until he actually has a wife? That's what he's trying to say.
Okay, so my understanding of that explanation is that my vagina is tied to a price tag, and that's a no.
I mean,
That's what I say.
okay, but
If he's going to be, if you're, so what I hear is that if I don't give up sex, you're not going to take me on dates and do things. That's what I hear that meaning. That's, and so that's
well,
okay. If that's that person's choice, that's okay with them. I'm just not okay with that.
well, I mean, listen, we're grown. We know that.
Yeah.
Listen, whether first of all, I do believe in relationship sex. I don't think you should be. And the reason I believe in relationship sex or marital sex or committed relationship sex is because that's what most women desire. And what happens when you don't have committed sex, you might have a connection with a person who you're never going to have a relationship with. So instead of even falling down that role, just get your commitment before you give up your cookies. I believe in that. But on the flip side, we do know men are out here. I mean, everything a man is doing for most women is because of the vagina. Like that's, I mean, why would he pay for dinner? Why would he take you out? Why would he not do those things if that was never something he was going to receive? He's not, unless he's into men and he's courting men that way. So I'm not, so I understand what you're saying, as in you shouldn't be obligated to have sex with a man that's paying for you. And I agree with that. But I think it's, I mean, to not know that that's what he wants is kind of crazy.
I can respect that opinion.
Okay, either way, child, that's it is what it is. She's celibate, and that's what it is. Okay, I think you have another question. All right, these are men. I think Valdez Brown said, "Ma'am, you're 51, no ass, no cash, somewhere over the rainbow."
Okay, that's their opinion. That's fine.
Okay. William Morris said, why not have sex before marriage at 51 and you already have two children? What's the point of getting married at that age?"
Well, the children are not little. They're 26 and 17. I was much, much younger, and I was married with my first child, who is 26. I was 25. I haven't had a child in 17 years. She's be 18 in a few months. So I'm not out here just having babies and having sex. I was in relationships, one married, one was for 3 years before that had happened. I just choose at this point in my life, that's the choice I make, that I don't want to have arbitrary sex or casual sex or anything like that with anybody. I'm not saying I've never had sex outside of marriage. That's just a choice I've made in my life for me at this time.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I think we got all. I think we got all. We're gonna end here. No more questions for her. No more questions for her. You gave out your contact. All right, baby girl. Will you keep me posted
Thank
how it
you.
goes, honey? You welcome.
Bye-bye. Very
Bye,
nice. Oh,
baby.
I'm on the app too.
Oh, you didn't tell me that. What's your name on the app? Is it spelled that way?
No, it's a T Angel. T A. Well, T Angel with a
Is
T in
T
front of it.
Angel?
T Angel. Angel with a T in front of it.
T Angel. Okay, T Angel. All right, so on the app, she's T Angel. And your IG was what? One more time?
Ford, TFORD_ATTY.
Okay, before we go, we'll give this to you. This is in your favor. Thank you, Teresa and Kendra. Shame on you. You perpetrating these men BS, re something, sex, and money. Okay. Okay.
Everybody has their own. I don't think you did anything wrong. I mean, you were just
Oh,
reading
I
the
know.
comment that the
Listen,
person made.
I don't give a damn if y'all don't know men. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, if that's what you say, that's fine. Okay. I mean, here's the deal. Do I think you should give up sex for dating? Of course not. Like you can have your standards. But the thing is this, you said marriage, right? So it's not even like, so this man has to be serious, of course, obviously. The only person that will take this serious is a man that wants to marry you. So
Hmm.
that leads to it. But what do you think men are doing? You think they're just out here, unless they're into other men? I mean, that's what they want. So I'm not saying you have to give it up, but to not know that that's what he's doing it for is kind of crazy. I think they're just doing it because they're nice. If that's the case, then they would treat their friends and family members and
Let me
buy
just say
drinks.
this. I know there are men out there that are like that. Um, Those are the ones who want that. There are men out there who think like I do. They they don't want to do that. They don't want to sleep around with everybody just because they took them out to dinner. They're not. They're going to take me out because they want to get to know me, not because they want to get to know what's between my legs. So, I mean, I know
I
that
think, listen, and I don't
you
want
know
this
what,
to get.
18,000 people. There's got to be one, at least one in the 18, 20,000 people on here. There's one.
But I think,
I
hold
hope
on.
us.
I think maybe you guys are misunderstanding. Of course, someone can take you out to get to know you and all of that, but we're talking about several times, like a lot of times, right? So unless this man just doesn't ever want to have sex, unless he's like, why do y'all think men spend money? Period. Like, no, we just think he's
It's
just
called
doing it. He
courtship.
never wants that, huh?
It's called courtship. That's part of courting someone.
Right,
And
but in the
I'm not knocking what anybody's saying. That's your choice if you believe that. It just, that's how I
no,
believe, and
but
I,
here's the deal. I think we're saying the same thing. You're just saying when the payoff becomes. You know that in the end you will have sex with your quote unquote husband. You're just saying we're saying the same thing. You're just saying in order to get to your payoff, it has to be your husband. That's the ideal goal. But you do understand that a man that is courting you, and even if he courts you all the way to marriage, in the end, he wants to have sex with you.
well, I think when you call it a payoff, that's what I don't. That's where we're not.
Okay, well
The
maybe okay.
commenters are not saying that it's not a payoff. Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. That
Okay.
could be fair. Maybe the way it's described,
But
that's fair.
appreciate all the opinions and all the comments. I appreciate that. Everybody, we have free speech in this country. Have the right to say whatever, as long as it's not inciting violence and making people get hurt. That's fine.
And
I'm
there you
okay with
go.
that.
Okay. Well, you keep me posted, baby girl.
All right.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye,
Have
bye.
a good night. Bye
All
bye.
right. Bye. Oh, we got some more. I'm gonna get some more people. We're not gonna go just yet because I know I spent a lot of time on people tonight. Um, oh, she left. But DeHonde said, give this black queen her flowers for being an attorney, DC. I'm a lawyer, just moved to DC. It's not many of us that works for the federal government. So, Teresa, if you're still watching, this is in your favor too. Um, LII said, see, Miss Kendra, get it. Salute to you, Miss Kendra. I mean, okay, thank you, LII, thank you. And then, oh, okay, you spent LII, child, you don't gotta spend all this money saying all these things. He said, okay, we get it next. Lovely T, we get it. Good luck next. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, let's find her on the Kendra G Singles dating app. Go to your iPhone or your Android phone and type in Kendra G Singles in your Google Play Store or your App Store. And there we are, baby. Download us. Yep. Set up your profile. Okay. Now let's find T Angel. Type in Angel, and there she is. T Angel right there. Okay, looking good, girl. Are you looking good, girl? Okay. 51, fine with it. All right, she's on the Kendra G singles dating app. Put in the search bar Angel, scroll down, and then you will see her name T Angel. Okay, girl.